Hey everyone, and welcome back. My name is MaxImpact24, and sadly, Nintendo Power is all but done. I guess in December it'll be their very last issue, and it's not surprising the way the economy is and the way magazines have been folding left, right, and center. GamePro being one of them last year, but it still disheartens me because I used to have a subscription back when I was a kid, and I still remember the day I saw my first Nintendo Power issue. It was actually the issue of Vice Project Doom on the cover for the NES. And my brother and I, Retro Matt, as you may know, we were getting our haircuts. And on the stack in the back of the room, when we weren't getting our haircuts, we would actually look at their various Nintendo games because it was a friend of my mom's. And, we would just rummage around their place and we'd play with her kids and all that. And it was a lot of fun. But they also have stacks of Nintendo Power, and Vice Project Doom was the first NES Nintendo Power issue I've ever laid my eyes on. I always remember that. And also they had this issue right here, Mega Man 3 on the cover, volume number 20. And I remember borrowing this, begging and pleading them to let me borrow this so I can read it through, and I just scoured this thing, page after page, just looking at the artwork and everything and wishing I had some of these games so I could actually use the guide. But that was the one great thing about Nintendo Power. It was just a walkthrough. It was a huge magazine, but it was a walkthrough. And here's some of the GameCube era issues. I only have two of them. I kind of fell out of touch with Nintendo Power during the GameCube era, unfortunately. But they're still quality magazines, and they still had walkthroughs. Later on, they would change this. And maybe that's why I just didn't resonate so much with later Nintendo Power. And that is until maybe 2 years ago or so, and I'll get to that later. But anyway, so off to the subscription. A few years later, I actually, at an old Woolco, which turned into Walmart, there was this single copy right here, and I still have it today. You can see that right there. The Wario Land, Super Mario Land 3 edition of Nintendo Power. And this basically was it. I asked and begged and pleaded my mom to get me a subscription to Nintendo Power, and she did. And we started receiving the SNES era of Nintendo Power magazines. This one right here. And this one's got some nostalgia for me too, the Donkey Kong Land issue, because my dad kept this from me. Because this was the summer. This came out in the summer, and I was waiting all month. I was checking the mailbox every fucking day, waiting for this issue, and I just couldn't wait. I couldn't wait. And lo and behold, the one day I didn't check the mailbox, Dad did, and he got it. And so I came home. I think it was from my memes, my grandma's place, and he was on the couch and he was reading Nintendo Power. And he was like, oh, this is interesting. Oh, this is an interesting game. Oh, you would really like this, Will. And so I'm like, oh, yeah, give me the magazine, Dad. And he's like, no, I'm reading it. Oh, look at this, Judge Dredd. Oh, you like Sylvester Stallone. Oh, Chrono Trigger. Oh, this is really neat. Oh. And he would make all these, surprised and astonished faces. And I was just, I was an impatient little bugger of a kid, and I just had to have it. I had to read it. And lo and behold, he eventually did give it to me, and man, oh man, I still remember that to this day. But anyways, yeah, so actually one of my favorite issues is the 100th issue, which I actually have right here. And they have various articles on past Nintendo Powers and all that, and they had a huge giant poster of basically all of their covers, the front covers over the years. And wow, look at that. Oh yeah, anyway, so yeah, and the coolest thing they had was the 100 Best Codes Ever article. Just various SNES, NES, and Game Boy games. I don't know if you can really see that very well, but yeah, so there was like 4 or 5 pages of just awesome codes. And it was just really sweet. Sadly, I don't have the 200th issue, which I really, really wanted. But I was kind of out of the limelight with Nintendo Power at that era. But I say about 2010, I came back from a trip up north, and I was like, you know what I haven't read in a long time? Nintendo Power. I wonder how they're doing and all that with the Wii coming out and things like that. Well, not coming out, but it was out. And lo and behold, I checked the newsstands. I'm like, well, you know what? I'm pretty sure they're done with the walkthroughs and all that, and it's just articles and interviews. But that's, stuff I can get free on the internet. But still, I'd like to check out and see how they're doing. And right on the front cover, which sold me, was Dragon Quest IX, and it's shiny too. I'm a sucker for things shiny. And you know what? I really enjoy this. I really like this. I like the presentation, the layout, everything is very nice. And there's a dragon right there. It's just very nice and solid looking. I mean, so yeah, they don't have the walkthroughs anymore, which is sad, but it was still, like, look at that. It's nice and crisp. Very attractive looking. I mean, look at this Epic Mickey one. I really like this one. Didn't pick up the game, but look at that. That's pretty killer right there. That's an awesome. Nintendo Power has always been known for excellent, excellent covers. Like this one right here is actually one of my favorites of this era. It's the 25th anniversary tribute to the NES, which I'm a sucker for. And there's the one of Donkey Kong Country Returns. I had to get it because I'm a huge Donkey Kong Country fan. The 3DS launch issue. And sadly, I just kind of fell off the radar again with Nintendo Power this year. I think it was always, I'd pick it up, a little bit later. But when I caught wind the news that it was, going under, unfortunately, I picked up, this would be August issue number 281, the one with Scribblenauts Unlimited, and I really do like this cover. It's really nice. So yeah, Nintendo Power. I mean, they had strategy guides and everything. I mean, the first strategy guide, Retro Matt and I ever received, and I mentioned this before in another video, was the Street Fighter 2 Turbo one, and I can't find it anymore, and it fucking sucks. Because I love that strategy guide. But yeah, anyways, this one right here, the Wario Land, will always hold a special place in my heart, being the first Nintendo Power issue I ever owned. And, it's sad to see Nintendo Power go, but, thanks for the memories, and I hope you enjoyed this video. So, take care, everybody. See you later. Till we meet again.